Hello everyone on YouTube, TheMainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome. As always, I was just going to do a normal stream, I thought, but then it turns out we've received an update. 3.31 seems to be the name of the new version. I hear quite a few things have happened. Someone spoiled for me that the Hell Sweep is back to the old version. I was happy to hear that. But yeah, let's just take it one at a time. I'm gonna read this now. So first off, we have Hwoarang up for 3+4, which is his jumping double kick. Decreased the distance between the character and the opponent when the second hit lands. Decreased the distance between the character and the opponent. To make sure the third hit has an easier time connecting. I think you can add a 4 to that. Or is it a 3? Upward 3+4 and then 4, I think it is. I know that actually whiffs on Fahkumram due to the very weird hitbox of his stomach. It's very, you know, he has a very teeny tiny waist and a huge chest. He has a hitbox like no other character, and I see that move, if you do the full string, the third hit will never connect on Fahkumram. It will hit on every character in the game, but not on Fahkumram. So maybe this is an anti-Fahkumram fix. I don't know. And then Kazuya and Devil Jin, you can see Hell Sweep there, reverted the move's tracking to version 3.21. So it does not track anymore. Thank God. That was just a dumb change. So now we can play off that sidestep left thing. It's much more fun, much more sophisticated gameplay. Opens, you know, that's where we find the great Mishima mind games. And we still have the while standing 2, which is something reserved for very, very skilled Mishima players. So it's great. Really happy with that. And we still have the buffed electric, which was much better anyway. so I'm very happy. That's great. And then Katarina, 4-4-4-4-4, changed the frame advantage upon hit from +1 frame to +4. No, wait, no, this is free. Oh god, she has a 4-4-4-4-4 and a free. Right. It's Katarina we're talking about. Right. So that's now +4, and that's a natural combo. Well, that's a buff. That's a good punish. It's 14 frames, right? No, I know it's -14, but does it come out in 14 frames? I don't know. Harrier 1. Oh, I think they buffed Katarina, which is good, I would say. Changed the opponent's behavior when the move lands as a counter hit. Oh, is it a launcher now? Reduced the strength of a pushback and made the move easier to land. Definitely buff. Katarina down forward 4, so that's her counter hit knee. Classic setup is 1-1-2 into down forward 4. Change the frame advantage upon hit from +2 to +4. +4 on that as well. Nice. Katarina down forward 3 +4. Oh, I hope they didn't buff that. That's an amazing low. Change the frame advantage upon hit from -1 to +1. Did that low really need any buffs? Really? Good crushing properties, infinite range, fast low that knocks down on counter hit for guaranteed follow-up. That's now not -1, it's +1. Okay. While running free, change the frame advantage when guarded from +1 to +5. While running free is +5 now. Okay, that's fair. Both of those are very steppable, by the way. While crouching down forward 4, of course, also it's basically down forward 3 +4. It's just from crouching. Change the frame advantage upon hit from neutral to +1. I don't like that change. I think that low is good enough as it is. It used to be launch punishable, and then they made it -14, I think. It's a really good low. But it's Katarina, you know. A lot of her moves are steppable. She is, for the most part, very punishable. But she's so effective in beginner, intermediate, even in some segments of high-level play, like monstrous 50-50s, and if people don't step her, like those lows, especially online, she's extremely strong. Lucky Chloe, 2 after proper timing, 2 change the damage from 20 to 23, increase the input window by 2 from... I guess she's been buffed. I don't know what that is. Lucky Chloe, down 3+4. Change the damage from 10-5-5 to 5-5-5. Okay, that's a nerf. First to third hit will now chain together. Oh, that's a buff. It's a natural combo. That's for breakdancing, I think. Lucky Chloe. Oh, can we skip Lucky Chloe? Back 1. Change the opponent's behavior when the move lands as a counter hit. Gigas. Gigas. There's a lot of Gigas. I really hope he's buffed. Because if he's buffed, that would be like 2.5 years in the making. No, wait. We're almost in June. Almost 3 years. But yeah, I just jinxed it. He's nerfed, right? Down 2. Change the opponent's behavior on natural hit. It's not a launch anymore. You just get +5. Let's see. Down forward 4. Change the frame advantage. Oh, this is where he has an extension. Down forward 4, 1+2. Oh, right. As you can see, they've changed both of them. Down forward 4, change the frame advantage from +8 frames to +9 frames when the move lands as a counter hit. Okay. Decreased the distance between the character and the opponent when the move lands as a counter hit. Okay. The move... Oh, God. Okay, so down forward 4, 1+2 is now a counter hit natural combo. Due to the first move now being +9 on counter hit. That's a big buff. That does a big chunk of damage. Very nice. During Golem setup 2, did they revert it to a high? Changed the frame advantage when guarded from -8 to neutral. That's a big change. They decreased the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is guarded. Shortened the recovery time by 3 frames upon hit. Okay, that's great. Forward 4-2. They buffed the damage of forward 4-2 from 20 to 25. That's huge. That's a huge deal. While rising... No, 2-3. Oh, that's the punish. That's the punish. That does huge damage. Change the input window for the second hit from 16 to 25. You can delay it now for an additional 9 frames. That's a nice mind game. While rising 2-4. So that's his 2 into charge up kick. You know, into Goliath. Change the input window for the second hit from 16 to 25. Okay, as delayable. During sidestep 2, so that's his sidestep launcher, change the frame advantage when guarded from -12 to -9. Oh, it's now safe. Okay, so that's it for Gigas. Okay, it's nothing that's gonna throw him up the tiers, but definitely a step in the right direction. I'm very happy with those buffs. And I can see them in a new context now that I myself play Gigas. So good shit. Yeah, I can't wait to use him. And now it's Eliza. So this is the character where all the Eliza mains hope that she gets buffs to her poking, because she has some of the worst frames in the game, but she is better than the hardcore players want to, you know, credit her. They don't want to credit her with good strength, but the reality, as Michael Murray pointed out on his stream, is that she does exceptionally well online. Extremely well. And then we have to take into consideration the fact that a lot of people dislike 2D characters. And that's why Murray said that we're very hesitant to buff her due to the anti-2D sentiment and the fact that she does super well online. So all of the Eliza players you see crying, you know, on forums, oh, Eliza's never gonna get a buff. Oh, I play Eliza. Sigh. I'm just gonna have to lose some more. Oh, we didn't get a buff. Sigh. And then they go online and they beat everyone. No one knows the matchup. They explode them in 2 seconds. Does super well. The only time you'll do poorly with Eliza is if you're playing against Knee at Evo, basically. So it's very extremely exaggerated. Extremely exaggerated. You know, they'll say, "Oh, I play Eliza. I don't have a chance. She's so bad," and it's like, absolutely not. And very powerful gimmicks. So let's see what we got. We have Eliza during Moonglide free. Shorten the recovery time by 4 frames on hit. That's a buff. During Moonglide 4, that's the slide. Change the damage from 20 to 15. Change the opponent's behavior when hit. Oh god, is it gonna knock down into a guaranteed follow-up? Eliza back 1-2. Oh god, that's her super string, her 14 frame counter hit. Of course, it knocks down into a guaranteed follow-up now. Okay, that's a huge buff. Huge buff. Back 1-2, increase the moves tracking. Huge buff. Okay. But they didn't buff her poking. I mean, Moonglide 4, the slide is launch punishable. So, Geese. Oh, Geese got a change. During Rage. Oh, the Deadly Rave. Fixed an issue in which the opponent's behavior when hit in midair was different than on ground.
Love your content and all the best during this difficult time.
Oh, okay, where he could suddenly, you know, switch sides. Okay, we fixed that. Leroy. Oh, thank God, more Leroy nerfs. This is what we needed. Oh, I'm hoping it's nerfs. We didn't buff Leroy, because if they buff, I'm very happy right now with this balance patch. This is great. So I'm just hoping I won't be reading Leroy Orbital now back to launch version. Pimp Cane +9 now again. If Pimp Cane counter hits, Sugar jumps in and goes rah, 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 Cujo Rabies dog for a 1-hit KO. No, it doesn't say that. I'm gonna read now. Let's see. Leroy during Hermit 4 1+2. Oh, super move. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is guarded. Thank God. -13 with big pushback. Fuck you. Okay, so now I'll be able to always get a punish at least. Leroy down forward 1. The best down forward 1 in the game is about to get nerfed. It was overpowered. Seriously overpowered. How did it take this long to fix it? And a lot of people don't even pay notice that his down forward 1 hits Xiaoyu not only when she's in AOP, but even if she ducks in AOP, it hits her. And that's why he can dash jab in combos with down forward 1. It hits so low, and it even has a long horizontal hitbox. It hits far away, and it tracks to one side, and it's -1 on block, even though it has double extensions, high and mid, that are both natural combo and both safe. Yeah, about that. And people weren't talking about it, but I was always saying like, people saying like, oh, Leroy with the last patch, he's fixed now. He's fair now. No, his down forward alone is fucking stupid. And then you still have a homing hell sweep, back 4, crazy orbital, 10 frame punish, all the hermit shit. Still super strong. That's okay. Down forward 1, change the frame advantage when guarded from -1 to -3. Why was it ever -1? Change the frame advantage upon hit from +5 to +3. Ah, okay, good shit.
Is there a patch to
Downward
make
1,
players
4.
two-bar
Yeah, we're
connection?
nuking Downward 1. Finally. Maybe they're watching my videos. Most likely not. Poor main man. Let's see. Change the frame advantage when guarded from -6 to -9.
Today is our birth due date. Little
Oh
Igor
god,
is
will
about
he
to
even
enter
be able
this
to
fucked up
parry?
world. I hope my
It takes
girl
3
is
frames for his parry
I really want a
to
smooth birth.
engage.
Cheers for
No, he
another
can't parry a jab anymore. I don't think you can. Change the frame advantage upon hit from +6 to +3. Damn. Nice. Very nice. Down forward 4. Down forward 4. Change the damage from 16 to 14. Oh, that goes into Hermit, right? Downward 4-3, which is a mind game. Change the damage from 17 to 14. Down 2 is getting nerfed again. This is the 5th time I think it's getting nerfed. That tells you it was pretty good on launch, down 2. Change the frame advantage when guarded from -12 to -15. He made it launch punishable. But you know what? That's perfectly fair. Because he has a follow-up, you know, down for 2-4, which is delayable, and that on counter hit still knocks you down into a guaranteed ground pound for 40 plus damage. So anytime you try and launch punish down 2, you're taking a big risk. Because he might be doing the 4, and if you block the 4, that's -13 with little pushback on block. But now, they won't... The down 2 has been so spammable because it's so fast. It's a 15 frame low that does decent damage, but immediately high crush it. He immediately ducks. So it's super good. So now they just won't be able to throw it out like idiots all the time. Launch punishable. Wow. Like, maybe I could see it go to -14, but... Maybe that's fair, considering he has a follow-up. But that's a huge nerf. And change the frame advantage upon hit from -1 to -4. If he hits you with that, so that's not a block. He hits you, it's -4. Hefty nerfs here for Leroy. But I like it. And I gotta tell you, even with these nerfs here... Still a great character. Leroy up for 3+4, so that's the jumping dual kicks where we can add a 1+2. Change the frame advantage when guarded from -10 to -14. Increase the recovery time by 2 frames upon hit. Damn, they went all in on Leroy here. This is great. But he still has a perfect homing move in back 4. He still has the best hell sweep in the game. He still has Hwoarang's down 3-2. They haven't changed anything. His Hermit is still godlike. All they changed was 4 1+2. Downward 1 honestly needed to be fixed. It was overpowered. Downward 4 free. Downward 4, who gives a shit? Down 2 is a big deal here. The down 2 and the down forward 1 are the big fixes here. But even with this, I think he's still godlike. I think I can still go online right now with Leroy and feel that it's almost unfair. Because his moves are so strong. So strong, even with these nerfs. And honestly, this was predicted like on Leroy's release. It was like, this guy is so fucking godlike that it's probably gonna take 12 months to fix him. because and you know 12 different balance patches, because they're not going to do anything drastic, you know, do like 20 big changes in a follow-up patch. You want to take it slowly and gradually, little by little. You chip away at Leroy, or the character, the overpowered character, until the community suddenly, you know, they play with the character and like, okay, this works. So that's great, but I feel like the character in the end is going to need more fixes. But you know, I'm just the fix on Downford 1 makes me super happy. Now it doesn't feel super unfair. And now we have Fahkumram during rage. Downford 3+4, that's his rage art. Change the frame advantage upon hit from 0 frames to -3. Oh, come on. I loved that mix-up afterwards. When they stand up, you know, and you gotta guess, is he gonna do down 4 or a mid? You gotta take a 50-50 after having eaten a rage art. Oh well. Fuck you. During rage, up for 3+4. Oh, they nerfed. Rage drive fixed an issue in which damage upon hit differed from the intended damage under certain conditions. Under certain conditions. I think what they mean is that if you use it now as a wall ender, you know, you slap them onto the wall, do 3-1 rage drive, it's not going to do as much damage anymore, I think. And it did a shitload of damage. Okay, oh, I wonder what this is gonna be. Approach enemy Downford 1+2. Might this have something to do with the break window on that throw? Fixed an issue in which the input window for escaping throws was different than other characters. A lot of people thought that this was interesting, that it set him apart from other characters. It was very unique, gave him a super strong throw game without giving him a lot of throws. But obviously it just doesn't work online to have 14 frames to break a throw. And I think you could implement something like that if it maybe wasn't a 40 damage wall splat throw. I think that was the big problem. And I wonder how, if this was a bug, like how did that happen? Don't they just copy paste the throw properties from throw to throw? How is suddenly one DLC character's throw comes with a 14 frame break window? And who the hell is testing this stuff? You're gonna release this, it's a pretty big deal releasing a new DLC character, Fahkumram, our original Thai boxing Tekken character, and on release, his one command throw is impossible to break, pretty much. And it's like, you've had so long to test the character, like, wow, what the fuck? Just weird to me. Yeah, exactly. 14 frame break window, and then you play on a free bar, and it's like, kill me. And of course, the Fahkumram is spamming the throw. But yeah, I gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised by this patch. We thought we were waiting so long for a hotfix for this throw. But turns out they were doing more than that. They were re-evaluating the hell sweep. So they reverted the tracking, happy with that. And then they actually did something for Gigas, which I'm very happy for. Eliza players are a little bit whiny, but yeah, I hope they're happy with that. Although that did nothing to her poking. But definitely buffs. But the fixing of Leroy is, well, fixing. The additional fixing of Leroy, I'm very happy with. I feel Katarina deserves buffs, even though she's, like Noctis, one of these truly obnoxious, piss-easy Tekken 7 characters that just steamroll everyone, but you gotta make the 5 competitive Katarina players happy. You know, a million Katarinas are out there, beast moding everyone in ranked with very little effort. But those 5 competitive Katarina players, oh, I have nothing to compete with. Oh, gotta throw them a bone. And to be honest, I thought the nerfing of her down forward 1 was too much when it happened. But yeah, I think this looks good. To be honest. So we'll just see if there are any stealth nerfs or buffs while actually playing the update. Sometimes they don't even list changes. But yeah, I'm happy with this. And yeah, these are my characters, Kazuya and Devil Jin. That hell sweep on Devil Jin with the tracking, almost the best character in the game, I think, suddenly. Just so strong. And again, I just want to stress how funny it is to see how many people are so annoyed with Kazuya in the community. You know, they see those buffs. Oh, Kazuya 50-50. That's all I see in my Twitch chat, Tekken Reddit when I do read it occasionally, and on Twitter. But it's like, what are you guys talking about? Like, Devil Jin's hell sweep with that tracking on that character with all of that utility, all of those moves. And that electric. People are so emotional. I think Kazuya elicits a very emotional response from people. They get so upset getting mauled by his 50-50, I think. Oh, Kazuya! But Devil Jin was ludicrous with that tracking. Oh, I would say he could be the best character. But now that they revert the tracking, okay, no more. But what a monster he was there. I just played him because it felt so... You felt like a god playing with that hell sweep. No matter what they did, what side they stepped in, you always had an unseeable low launcher. And you'd play only on stages with walls. And it's like... Oh, no matter what you do, I do my low, and if you're not ducking, you're launched, take you to the wall, back to 1, 70 damage. It's like completely insane. But so, that's it for the balance patch. Hope you enjoyed listening to me. Hope you enjoyed the patch notes. There's a good chance there was nothing for your character, but I guess hopefully you're happy with your character. But none of us are. I think we always want changes. It's fun to get changes, even if you get nerfs. It's like something's happening. Yeah, happy with this. Take care, everyone.